The only time I got close to my father was when my mom used to wake me up at 2 o'clock in the morning to go and look for my dad because he hadn't come home yet. And he normally used to go to a thing called the Railway Institute where he'd meet all his buddies and there they'd be drinking. And my mom woke me up one morning and she said, "You better go and find your dad." And I said, "Why?" She said, "Because he's not home. Go and find your dad." So I got on my bicycle, rode up the hill, and as I was riding up the hill, I saw my dad's car. And he was parked, and I turned around, came back down the hill, and I said, "Dad, what are you doing here?" And he was in a bit of a drunken stew.
He was still drunk.
And he said, "I'm waiting for this man to move." I said, "There's nobody in the damn car." The guy had stopped his car to go into his house. And my dad pulled up behind him in his car. And he wouldn't go out. And I was born in a place called Petersburg.
What would you say is your earliest childhood memory? The earliest memory you have?
Going to the toilet.
Good one.
Our toilets were outside in those days, outside the house. And they had a thing called a cistern where all the water was. You pulled a chain and it flushed the toilet. And I pulled and it wouldn't flush. I pulled and it wouldn't flush. And I pulled hard and the lid of the thing came off and fell on my head. And I had to go to the doctors to have stitches in my head.
Where in South Africa is this?
A little place called Germiston, a big town, Germiston.
Was Germiston a big town? Did like everybody know everybody, or was it?
No, it was big.
It was big.
It was really big, and I mean, you know, the thing don't forget South Africa was the all gold mines and diamond mines. So Germiston was the centre where they used to get all the gold, melt it, put it into bars and whatever. Now let me see, 5 sisters I think. The oldest one was Doreen, Joyce, Iris, Cynthia, and yeah, I can't remember the other ones now.
Well, maybe you weren't very close with her. And were you the youngest out of all your sisters?
No, I was the third youngest.
Third youngest. Out of 5 girls, the only boy.
Only boy. There you go. Now don't ask me why, but I was always playing with a piece of string. Always. I used to do all sorts of things with it. And this is Joyce, my mom, Iris, and Dawn, my youngest sister, and me with my piece of string.
So what are some of the things you did as a child, like some of your hobbies and...
Swimming, I loved swimming.
Were you like near an ocean or a lake or something?
No, we used to go to these, the Johannesburg or the Germiston Country Club. Used to go there, they had a swimming pool. And they allowed all little urchins like us to come swim.
To come swim. How was your, because I remember you told me previously, your school, it was really, really small, just like you had one teacher or something like that.
Well, yeah, because I only went to one class.
One class, okay.
And then I thought, these guys aren't going to teach me anything. And I ran away from school.
So you ran away from school. So when you ran away from school, you were 14?
No, I was about 11.
Oh, 11, okay.
Yeah, and I ran away to Southwest Africa. My sister was living there, Joyce. and she was married to an exiled baron.
Mhm. It's very fancy.
Yeah, Baron Dioxenbuhl.
Ooh.
And all he wanted to do was lie in bed
Mhm.
and drink.
Sounds nice.
Perfect.
So you moved in with them?
I moved in with my sister because she had a room on the property,
Oh, on his property. Okay.
and the couple that rented her the room or whatever it was, him and his wife had an argument one day,
Mhm.
and he hacked her to pieces with a chopper.
Whoa.
And I came home from school.
Mhm.
The police were there.
Mhm.
And I asked them what happened, and they said, "Have a look in there. It's all bits and pieces."
Did you go look?
I went and had a look. Yeah. Now let me see. That was on what we call the Skeleton Coast in South Africa. And the reason it was called the Skeleton Coast because all the shipwrecks that were there on that part of the ocean. And I went to work for a company called Pupkewitz.
Pupkewitz and Sons, right?
Pupkewitz and
Yes.
Sons, yes. Worked for Pupkewitz.
Mhm.
Pumping gas.
Something else. That was your first job.
My first job.
Mhm.
And
Where were you living at that time? Were you with at that same
I was
place?
with my sister.
Okay.
My sister.
Yeah.
And then I migrated back to South Africa,
Mhm.
where my life took a little bit of shape.
Mhm.
I went to school, I went to night school,
Mhm. For what?
an electrical engineer.
Electrical engineer.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then I started playing in a band. I was the bass player and vocalist. I was a trumpet player, but I was so bad and so loud. The guys told me to shut up and buy another instrument. I mean, the minute we had a place in South Africa called Margate,
Mhm.
which was the Miami of
Mhm.
South Africa.
Okay.
And I got photographs of me lying on the beach with girls lying on top of me,
Nice.
protecting me from the sun. And you know, I knew all the lifesavers on the beach,
Mhm.
and all the people that came there on holiday,
Mhm.
because it was just a big holiday resort.
Mhm.
People who came there on holiday, they got to know the band because we used to play every single night.
Mhm.
We used to play cocktails and then for dancing,
Mhm.
and we used to finish at 12 o'clock at night.
12 o'clock at night.
And we played 6 days a week.
Mhm.
We had one day off.
We're studying to be an electrician in night school,
Mm-hmm.
and then you eventually got your degree or
engineering degree.
an engineering degree.
Electrical engineering. I met this young girl with pudgy hands. And she used to manufacture jewelry.
Mhm.
And we used to have a jam session every Sunday.
Mhm.
All the musicians got together. And we had a big house.
Mhm.
So, Thelma was her name.
Mhm.
And she used to make food for everybody.
Mhm.
And then somebody said to me, "Why don't you guys go overseas?" Thelma was from England.
Mhm.
To go there for a holiday, you know, instead of going to Margate and here and there, go overseas.
Mhm.
And we took a trip overseas.
You and Thelma?
Yeah.
So were you guys dating?
Oh yeah, we were dating.
Okay.
We were dating.
Mhm.
I mean, I used to go to her house. Her mother hated my guts.
Why was that?
She hated me because I wasn't an English gentleman.
Oh.
So I'll never forget. We used to sit and look at pictures in the dining room, what they call it, or the lounge. And we were sitting there one night looking at pictures, and I had a bit of an upset stomach. And I was moving and letting off winds. And they had a dog called Topsy.
Topsy.
And I said, Topsy, what are you doing? That was me farting.
And you blamed it on the dog?
I blamed it on the dog. And then Selma's dad, Joe, he was a lovely guy. He said, Topsy, you better move before he shits on your head. I'll never forget that. Never, ever. This is a photo of Dennis van der Bijl. He's a bass player and vocalist. Far better musician than I was. Talking to my wife, Thelma, who was the charming lady of the band group. And there was about 15 of us in the band group. And Thelma was the most popular lady there.
You and Thelma, obviously, my grandma, eventually got married. And you guys were married because she posted it in the newspaper.
She posted it in the newspaper.
And you woke up one morning
Woke
and someone said, James, you're getting married.
That's right.
And so you rushed down to the church. And
Well, I rushed. I was 400 miles away from the church.
Wow, that's a long way.
It's a long way. I mean, I finished playing at night. The band, we packed it up early. We didn't have a big crowd. We packed it up early, and I dashed out of the house. And I drove from 12 o'clock all the way to South Africa to get to the church on time.
And you were late, though.
I was late.
And you also didn't have a belt.
Didn't have a belt.
So you used a tie. Eventually left South Africa.
We left South Africa.
So why did you leave South Africa?
You know,
Was it for work or?
it was for work. And a guy by the name of Ian Ross was appointed temporary managing director
For this place.
to close down the company because you know, there was this apartheid thing going on, and they didn't like South Africans or white people. They wanted it all to be black. And Ian said to me, "What will you do with this?" He said, "We got 280 black people working for us. What are we going to do with them? We can't kick them out."
So why exactly did they close the South African division down?
Because of apartheid.
So
They closed it down because to show their standing up for the black people. And I said to the boss, to Ian Ross, I said, "Ian, why are we getting rid of these guys? Who's going to employ them?
Yeah.
There's 280 people, they're relying on us for a living. We keeping them alive." Anyway, no.
Have you ever thought about traveling back to South Africa?
No. Not really.
Not really.
Excuse me. No. No, because I don't know what I don't like what's happened to the country. So
You don't? Why is that?
no, I mean, you know, the guys took over and
Mhm.
everything went to hell. And
So you don't think it would be what it was before?
well, I don't know what it's like now. I haven't
Mhm.
got a clue.
Yeah.
I haven't got a clue what it's like.
Mhm.
And quite frankly, I'm not interested.
You're not interested. You're happy with your life here.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to the stage in my life where I leave the room and I close the door.
Mhm.
And that's all.
You're done with that chapter.
I'm done with that.
You've moved on.
I've moved on, yes.
Yeah. And you said you're happy with your life now?
Oh yeah, very happy.
Happy with your life. Well,
Very happy, very content. I've got a lovely wife.
mhm. Yes, you do.
Oh yes, that is the best.
The best.
And, we get on well together.
Mhm.
We laugh a lot.
That's good. It's good to laugh.
We laugh a hell of a lot. Always laugh.